the energies we are going into today. And I'm excited it's funny because I was in a really long meditation this morning and all these different like ideas started coming into my head. I'm like, oh, we could go in this direction, or oh, we could go in this direction. And always when that happens, it's never the direction. It's always like right before that it is when it really comes in. And I was like, really? Do we really have to go there? There's always so much talk about this right now. And they're like, yes, so we're going in. And part of what I just said about the 2 and the 4 energy around this idea of kind of diplomacy, connection, plus the 4 energy of work and structure. What we are working through is the shifting of that, the breaking down and dismantling of the structures that we've lived within for all of these years are absolutely in our face, and we see this politically, we see this financially, we're seeing this socially, we're seeing this in all different ways within our awarenesses around the world, and also within ourselves. And so if you are really starting to feel like the way you have always done things are shifting, that's really kind of a lot of the energy that we're in. So who is saying your home screen is on share screen? Yes. Can you see me okay? Or I can go off share and go back. I can here. I stopped sharing for now and then I can go back. So yeah, I was gonna play some music later, but I can always reshare and do that in a bit. So this idea of the dismantling of structures and everything is truly in our awareness. And it's fascinating to watch it play out in the world. And if anyone is very interested in kind of some more global awareness, Lex Friedman had a wonderful podcast yesterday with the president of Argentina, Milei. And it's a beautiful podcast about the structures dismantling and how the dismantling of the structures is completely allowing his country to thrive. And so I'm remembering that in the 3D world experience, as well as in our own internal environment, of how if we really embrace and allow these structures to dismantle, it is our ability to expand. It is creating the pathway for expansion for us. And so today, as I said, I was hoping to go in a whole different direction, and then it really came in very clear of where we are going, is we are going into where we are still in autopilot. So where we kind of still have certain robotic behaviors and patterns that are even like sometimes not even within our awareness because we're on that autopilot way. And as I started tracking into this, guess where it takes us? To AI. So we're going to work on some AI clearing work today. And that's why it's like, oh gosh, it's like, everyone's talking about AI. Everything is AI right now, right? But there's just some resistance we're bumping up against with the AI piece that we're going to go into and clear today. And I'm just going to share something of why this came forward or how this was able to come forward for me. For some reason, I was in a very long meditation this morning. And it took a while for me to really get in. I was doing inner smile work, smiling into, I love to smile into each part of the body and give gratitude to the body and all of that. But all of a sudden, like I am very much tapping into Sasquatch energy right now. It's very much in our awareness. And on Sunday, December 8th, I'm teaching an ancestral healing class on our Sasquatch lineage. And I think that's probably why the Sasquatch are coming in so strongly. And I realized I had a lot of wounding in there that was holding me back from being in full expression. And where that meditation took me was where I continue and have lied to myself, lied to my loved ones, and lied to my friends, lied to others. And that lying is also a very manipulative energy. And what I discovered is, my gosh, in the why I have done this is because sometimes often to get what I want, or to think I'm creating protection and safety for someone, but it's really not, because it's creating blocks. And so it came through this, like my Sasquatch form for some reason. It came through some wounding in that way. But I was able to see all of the tendrils that go out when I am pushing my energy out and going into manipulation or deception with others. And this is lifetime, this was a lot of lifetime work I was doing. Like, it wasn't just in this lifetime. But I was able to pull all my energy back when I lied to myself and when I lied to others, when I deceive. And I was able to pull all my energy back because it wasn't just energy output. It was like slimy, tendrily going, wrapping within them and holding within them. And I pulled it back. And it healed a very strong part of myself that I was able to gain clarity on where we're going today. And I saw, whoa, a lot of this is like power over dynamic structures that are still impacting us today. And that was my autopilot. And I didn't realize that this energy was autopilot. And I think about when my kids were little and you wanted to keep them safe. Sometimes you would say something that really didn't make sense in like a 3D rational thing, but you did it because you're just trying to get them to listen to you and keep them safe. But I realized, whoa, I'm in a deceptive energy right now. So that's really kind of where it came from. And so I was cleaning all that up. And then I saw how, when I expanded out, how there are these power over structures that are feeding into us to keep ourselves deceiving ourselves. And then it took me into, whoa, this is that autopilot thing. These are the ways or behaviors that we don't even realize at times that we are doing, but that are not even in our truth anymore and who we are. So that's where we're headed today. So even if, let's say, your ego mind right now is like, I've cleared all that stuff out. I don't know where I'm in autopilot. I don't know where I'm still like, deceiving myself. That's okay. Just hold space for it to come in. Hold the intention to allow this to come in, and we'll see what gets cleared up. Also, I'm going to be clearing energy as well. So I'm going to be clearing a lot of these tendrils and a lot of these like kind of AI connections that are feeding us to stay kind of locked into certain patterns.